Hello everyone, this is another installment in my video series here to repower a couple models I built back in high school. If you're new to this, I built these back around 1992 and they've been kind of sitting on the shelf for a while, and I knew that both of them definitely needed some powertrain work and wheel straightening and some other things, so spent some quality time with this model over the weekend and replaced the entire powertrain and did some truing, straightening, and recording of the wheels, which they desperately needed. So without further ado, let's see how it runs. So let's take this opportunity, since we've got these two pilot to pilot, you can see just how much lower the boiler is on the model on the right. So on the left is a stock model die casting kit, and on the right, the one that I built in high school, is extremely low. In fact, it's prototypical for a narrow gauge engine, that sort of deck height from the boiler. But that created a whole lot of problems for a gear retainer, and I tried to cheat on this one, and I just peened the idler gear shaft in place in the frame, and it kind of worked for a little while, and then it didn't. So that was one of the reasons this model had to come apart. I came up with a really creative solution, which was to mount the gear retainer under the motor rather than up front, which I'll pull this off here really quick. You'll be able to see a couple things here. Yeah, on my conversion, it's not in this, but you're looking at the motor that I used, as well as the flywheel drive and Northwest Shortline gears. And what I was actually able to do was to make a new piece that fit in that space right here, underneath the motor and behind the gear set. So it's kind of my stealth gear retainer. But it worked pretty well. So just to give a quick overview of all the stuff that got replaced, this is everything that came out. So it's the old gear set with the Sagami 1225 motor, which is really, really weak and about 17,000 RPM. So it's not a good choice. The new motor is, I think, about a 12,000 RPM motor, maybe 11. And so it's about a third slower. It has substantially more power. So just, to give you a quick comparison, we went from that to that. And it's a motor I got off of eBay. Guy out of Germany had these, and they're about 10 bucks, very reasonable. And it's a 5-pole skew wound, pretty torquey. So also replaced the tender wheel set with Northwest Shortline nickel silver wheels that I had in the box. Replaced the side rods with some nickel-plated ones that I cooked up in the kitchen, and it's one of a couple of the axle pins I had to replace, and made up some new modified ones that were a little beat up. But let's take it on out.